What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to part 5 of my coming out story. I want to say thank you so much for all the likes, comments, everything. It truly means a lot. And I do these videos like one take. I do it. I don't edit anything, and I might do that in the future. But right now, I'm just doing one shot all the way through. So if I say something or I mess something up, just know it's not the easiest being able to tell like a story straight through, but I'm trying. Sorry, and I had a text come through. So where we left off with part 4 was, okay, so I'm meeting my dad at the detox unit. I'm getting ready to tell him I'm coming out to him, and I took a whole bunch of like Oxys and Xanax, and I'm not recommending this to anybody when I'm sharing these parts of the story. Like, this is not the way to do it. This is just with my fear and what I was going through. Like, looking back, I could have done it sober, but like in that moment and not knowing what I know now, I couldn't see another way. And so I'm hoping that this gives other people hope to be able to, tell this to other people and share this with their family or friends, whichever. So I'm meeting my dad at the detox, and I call him. I'm like, hey, meet me there. He's in the parking lot, and I walk up to him, and he's like, hey, what's going on? And I said, listen, I have something, I have to tell you. And I said, this is really hard for me, and I don't know how you're gonna react to it, but I'm gay, and I can't keep going on living this life and not telling you. Like, I can't keep it a secret anymore. And little did, so I dropped that on him. I'm like, oh, hey, I'm gay. Also, I've been in a relationship for 3 years, and we're getting engaged, and he's older, and it was just like, freaking, like, his head was gonna, his head was probably gonna explode. So let's see now. So I tell him that, and he says, Nick, like, I love you. I'm still proud of you. Do I think it's right? No. And then he said, I don't think you'll ever be able to live in peace and you'll ever be truly happy. And that's his belief, because he believes in the Bible. It's more black and white for him. And maybe my purpose in this world was to teach him that maybe everything isn't black and white, or whatever. So, that was really nice that he said that. And he understood. And I was like, listen, if we don't ever, I told him after I came out and I said all that, I said, if we don't ever talk again, it's cool with me, because I'm so sick of living in this lying, manipulating, living in fear, living in not being able to be honest with anybody. It was like living hell. I couldn't be who I was, and I didn't feel comfortable being open about it with people and having to skate around conversations and all that. And I'm not doing that anymore, and since then we've had some very, very good conversations that have lasted hours. Like, his brain, like, he can't comprehend how I could be attracted to the same sex or whatever. And I talked to him, and I explained it to other people too, like, okay, well, how come you may be attracted to somebody with blonde hair, like you like blondes with big butts or whatever, more than you like Hispanic people, or maybe you're more attracted to white girls than black, or black girls are more attracted to black guys than white guys. Like, everyone has their own preference, right? And what they like. And so I said, it's the same thing for me, but it's just different, and he kind of understood. And then I dropped the bombshell, like, okay, so I said all that, right? And he's like, okay, well, what do you want me to do? Like, should I not say anything? You want me to tell his side of the family? And I said, I don't really care. You can tell everybody if you want. At this point, I was like, whatever. Let's do it. Tell everybody. I said, I'm checking into this detox because I feel so much better now that this weight's lifted off my shoulders. But now I'm hooked on these drugs again, and my addicted brain is going, And I checked into that detox, and I stayed there that night because I was all high and everything. And then the next day, so everyone knew I checked in, okay? And the next day, I started to feel sick, and I started to feel, really dope sick coming off these opiates and Xanax and stuff. And I ended up AMA against medical advice, right? So I left. I told the counselor there. She's like, why are you leaving? And I said, listen, I'm not that bad off on drugs. I was just, I wasn't able to come out. I came out. I'm free now. I feel good. I feel like like the weight has been lifted off my shoulders. And, my truck was in the parking lot, so I could just leave, once I checked out of there and go. And she's like, okay, well, good luck. They can't keep you there unless you're like in a psychiatric unit or something, or Baker acted. And anyway, so I leave, right? Against the medical advice. I tell them like, no, I'm better now. I just needed to come out. I got this weight off my shoulders. Like I feel good, right? So I check out and it's like 7 o'clock at night, maybe 8. And my fiance knows that I'm in there, and I call him when I'm leaving, and I'm like, hey, I just left. I couldn't do it. I couldn't sit in there. I'm gonna do this at the house. So I come home, and I'm up, and I can't sleep. Of course, I can't freaking sleep. So what do? I take more Xanax, and I'm feeling like I'm like basically blacked out, and I'm just like, you know what? Let me I start hitting up my dealers because I'm like, I'm sick and I need these opiates. I need this heroin because I feel like shit. And it's like, at this point, it's like 2 or 1 in the morning. My dumbass hits up my dealer in Miami, like an hour or 2 hours away, right? He's like, yeah, bro, come through. I'm like, oh, okay, great. I'm so fucking high on Xanax that I leave my place at like 2 or 3 in the morning, drive to Miami, meet him at like this casino place, get fentanyl, heroin, snort it, drive back. And I'm driving back and I completely black out. Like I remember getting like an hour, maybe an hour and a half. I was doing good because the car would like, as you're driving, it would like, you'd go, like if you were like really like nodding out or whatever, and you went into another lane, it would pull you back in. It was a very nice car. I'm just going to say that. Like a lot of money. And, dude, all I remember was like, I was driving and then everything just went black. Like I guess the fentanyl or heroin really kicked in after I did another bump, and I just went black, and I woke up in the swamp in the Everglades, like my car, like literally in the water, not sunk. I've sunk a car before, and that'll be another story. But I woke up and I'm in the water, like the car's like in the water, but it's not getting in the door yet, and like I wake up to the freaking ambulance, like banging, the paramedics banging on the door. And I'm like, holy shit, like I'm coming to, and like, I don't know if I smacked my head on the steering wheel or what happened, but like, I did remember that I had that bag sitting in the vehicle. And when they pulled me out, I made sure that I grabbed it, and I ate it. And I remember just blacking out back like I ate it and then I black out and they carry me. They must have carried me into the ambulance. And then I wake up in the ambulance and I ask them what hospital I'm going to. And then they tell me. And I remember blacking back out and waking up in the hospital again. This is the second time, me being in the hospital now because of this heroin and this drugs. And so nobody knows what's going on. Like the last time I talked with the fiance was I was coming home from the detox. I was gonna detox here at the house. He was flying in a couple days, and nobody, like the people I worked with, my employees, my mom, my dad, no one knows that I even left that detox center. And I'm sitting in the hospital. So I call my brother and I'm like, because I'm trying to keep this under wraps, Call my brother, I'm like, yo, I need you to come pick me up. I need you to do me a solid, come through to this hospital right now. Don't tell anybody anything. So he pulls up and he's like, Nick, what the fuck is going on? And I'm like, listen, bro, like, I'm gay. I don't know what to do. I just got out of detox. I crashed the car. I can't tell anybody, and we need to come up with a plan, right? And I'm tripping. And he's like, holy shit, because I just dropped all that on him at one time. And he's like, God damn. So we devise a plan. And this plan is just, oh God. So we're already at the 11-minute and 30-second mark. I came out to my dad. I went to that detox. I left, crashed a car, woke up in the hospital. My brother comes and picks me up. We devise a plan so that we can I can get away with all this. And that's where we'll leave it. So that's part 5. I love you guys. Thank you so much for all the comments, the love, the support. I can't thank you enough. I hope this reaches somebody and helps someone. I'm here if you guys ever need to talk. Have a great day. See ya. Peace.